Hey guys, thanks for tuning in again, and I hope you're all doing well. As some of you might know, I was part of 42 Gear Street 6 this year, and I just came back from that event a couple of days ago. One company that was part of that event was IK Multimedia, and I really love the people from IK. They're really supportive of the channel, and they make awesome products. Long story short, they were kind enough to let me come home with this, the Amplitude TONEX pedal. Now this product has been out for quite a while now, and I've only heard good things about it, so I was really excited to try it out for myself. As soon as I got the chance, I plugged it in and tried it out for 10-15 minutes, and I really fell in love with a sound that they had on preset 0B, which is a Dumble style amp. So that got me thinking, why not build a pedal board around it? This way I can show you how this reacts with other pedals in front of it, and I can also take the opportunity to show you how I go about building a pedal board. So without further ado, let me show you all the gear that I'm going to use for this particular build, and afterwards we'll put it together and we'll get some sounds. Now you can't have a pedal board build without a good pedal board, and here we have the Palmer Pedal Bay 40, which is an awesome pedal board with a built-in power supply. For what I'm trying to do here, this is awesome because all my pedals fit in there perfectly. And if you turn it around, you can see that there's a dedicated power supply built in the pedal board, very low profile, it gets out of the way and it gets the job done. In total, we have 8 outputs, as you can see here, all varying from 500 milliamps and 300 milliamps, which means I can almost, and it's not the pedal board's fault, power my entire pedal board. So massive thanks to the people at Palmer for sending me this pedal board a while ago. Now let's talk about the exciting part, the pedals. And the first pedal that I'm going to put on the chain is my TC Electronic Poly 2. In fact, it still has the foil, which I'm going to take away now. Classic tuner, it does the job. It's very accurate, very fast. Cannot go wrong with this one. On to the pedal board. Second on the chain, we have the Eventide Riptide pedal, which is basically a Univ Viip and an Overdrive pedal in one box. It's completely digital, even the drive side is digital, but trust me when I say it sounds amazing. I really like the high gain overdrive setting of this pedal, and whenever I need that saturation, I always go for this. Next up, we have my main overdrive pedal, which is the Volta Electronics, the Blue Overdrive. This is a very flexible overdrive pedal. It has a boost built into it. It has a lot of switches, which guess what? They do something, because most pedals have these kind of dip switches that don't do anything. But in this case, every switch does something. And it's basically a Dumble in a box kind of pedal. It has a really nice and sweet mid-range to it, which I really enjoy. And that is definitely staying on the pedal board. Next up, we have an Underdog kind of a pedal. They don't make it anymore, but I really think that some company needs to jump and make this exact same pedal. And I'm talking about the New X Rocktory Effect. This is essentially a rotary pedal, but it happens to have an octave up and octave down effect built in. And if you're playing in a blues band and you want to mix things up, this is the perfect pedal for that. Next up, we have another pedal that was kindly given to me at 42 Gear Street, namely the Lichtlärm Audio Cassandra pedal. I still haven't had the chance to plug it in, but I'd love to have it on my pedal board and see what it does. It's basically a phaser and a Univ Viip pedal in one, and I'm really excited to try it out. It has a send and return, so if you want to plug it through a high gain amp, you can do that through the effects loop. It has a tap function, an external tap function, and also an expression pedal, but I'm just going to plug it straight into the amp and see how this pedal performs. I'm actually really excited to try this one out. Next up, we have the legendary Eventide H90. Now, if you've ever played one of these, you know that it's very difficult to go back to playing without it. This pedal can basically do everything, but what I love the most about it is the reverb and delay sounds. Like I can get lost just exploring the reverbs and delays that this unit has to offer. Not to mention the modulations as well. Anyways, amazing pedal. I love this. I will never get rid of this. This is always going to be with me. And last but not least, the main event, the TONEX. Let's peel this away as well. All right, so the pedal board is almost done. I just need to wire it. I'm going to spare you that part. It's just putting some cables together, and that should be easy enough. We have a couple of stages of gain. We have some cool pedals to play with. We have the Eventide H90, which is basically everything. And we also have the TONEX, which hopefully will provide some good amp tones. See you soon. All right, so the pedal board is all wired up. I played with it for a couple of hours, figured out some nice tones that I really like, and now it's running directly into the audio interface, and I'm monitoring everything through my studio monitors. Now let's start this with a clean tone. No other pedals engaged except for the TONEX. Now I was able to find a really nice preset of a Deluxe reverb, tweaked it to my liking, and this is how it sounds like. So that's just the TONEX delivering the Deluxe reverb sound. It's very dynamic, very responsive. It sounds nice and percussive, and I really like that. But for now, let's add the Eventide H90 into the mix and get a short slapback delay and a reverb sound out of it and see how that sounds like. Here we go. Now I can play with that all day long, and it's just 2 pedals, reverb, delay, and the TONEX. It sounds incredible. So we're gonna keep that on, and we're gonna continue with the rest of the pedal board. Another always on pedal that I really like is the Blue Overdrive by Volta Effects. I really like to use that as an always on overdrive pedal because it gives me that nice spongy feeling under the fingers, and it also sounds great. So this is without it. And this is with the pedal. This pedal also has a boost side, which I would use if I were to be gigging, to just bump my volume a little bit, or to even just saturate the tone a little bit more so that I can have more freedom while soloing. But if I need more drive and more saturation, I resort to the Eventide Riptide pedal, which is an Overdrive and Univ Viip in the same box. It's completely digital, but the Overdrive sounds are really, really good, and they sound very convincing for being digital. Actually, not just for being digital. In general, really, really, really nice tone. Listen to this. The Univ Viip also sounds very nice and very usable in scenarios where you need a different kind of sound for some song, or you just want to do some Hendrix. You gotta have a Univ Viip pedal on your pedal board. Now, one of my favorite pedals to just switch things up is the new X Rock 3, and it sounds something like this. I really like it on the fast setting, and it sounds like this. It also has a polyphonic octave effect, which makes things even more fun, but I think this pedal deserves a dedicated video, so we're going to leave that for that. Next up, we have the Lichtlam Audio Cassandra, which is a Univ Viip and a phaser. Now, since I have the Univ Viip on the Eventide, I chose to have a phaser sound coming from that pedal, and it's actually really nice if you want to do some clean and funky stuff and things like that. It just comes in handy when you need it, and it sounds something like this. Honestly, I would be very happy just playing around with this amp model, have this pedal board as it is, and I can get away with a lot of things. Like, I can get a lot of different tones just by combining these pedals. But then what the TONEX gives you is the endless possibility of actually having any amp sound that you like. Let's say you're in a session kind of situation and the producer or the artist is asking for a nice Marshall rock and roll sound. No, all you have to do is find the profile on the TONEX and you're gonna have it. So in this case, let's turn everything off and just find a plexi sound, which I found previously, and see what we get out of it. As you can see, it's all possible and it's all doable with the TONEX. And mind you, I haven't done any like special routing or anything like that. No 4-cable method, no effects loop or anything like that, which is very much possible with all of these pedals, especially the Eventide H90 and the TONEX. It's just everything is going straight into the TONEX and then right through the audio interface. And also then there's a lot of things that you can do in post-production as well. But all I'm trying to say is that it's a very fun pedal. It's a lot that it can do, and it seems to pair up nicely with all of these pedals that I put in front of it. And most importantly, I'm just having a good time with it. Something else I want to say is that this video is just me reacting to the pedal. It's not that I've spent a lot of time with it. It's literally just me playing with the knobs, finding some presets that I like, and nothing else. Like, I haven't plugged it through my computer. I haven't updated the software or anything like that. It's just me blindly reacting to this pedal. And I don't know about you, but I really think I got some nice and usable tones out of it. And honestly, if I only had this tone with the Deluxe Reverb, I would be happy. Nonetheless, I'm definitely doing a deep dive video on the TONEX platform and on this pedal. And I'm gonna use it a lot on the channel because, as I said, it's very convenient and it just helps out finding some new tones. If you want me to do something specific with the TONEX pedal, let me know in the comment section down below. All these pedals, I'm gonna link them under the description so you guys can check them out as well. Oh, I forgot to mention, this guitar also, the Maybach Telemann, this makes everything sound great, so it's also the guitar's fault. Alright, so that's going to be it for today's video, and I hope you enjoyed it. There's going to be a lot more content coming from my channel, so please make sure to subscribe to the channel so you won't miss any future uploads. I mean, 90% of my viewers out there are not subscribed to the channel, and you have no idea how much it helps to just simply press that subscribe button. Thank you if you do so. I hope to catch you with the next one, and until then, stay safe and have a good one. Bye-bye.